EA Sports. Since this venerable stadium was erected in the Pennsylvania Hills, it has been the home to toughness, to passion, to winning. Welcome to Happy Valley and Beaver Stadium, home to the Penn State Nittany Lions. We're really looking forward to this matchup. You've got a team that's made its way into the top 25, now trying to pass an all-important road test. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the East Carolina Pirates, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Penn State Nittany Lions. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Pirates will kick it away first. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Penn State's offense is on the field for the first time today. And this big fella can beat you in a number of different ways in the passing game, David.
Yeah, so much fun to have a guy that I can rely on. Guys over the middle of the field that can beat man-to-man coverage. This guy's the ultimate weapon.
And I love that this guy has an awesome catch radius. You don't have to be perfect as a quarterback when you throw to him. He can make you look good.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the grab. It's Morris. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the right. It's caught. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
Talking to this coaching staff, they felt they had matchups in the passing game that they could win, and they wanted to test this defense and see if they could take the top off. Well, you saw it right there. Opening drive of the game, they're being aggressive, they're taking a shot, and they come up with a big one. And trust me, fellas, they're going to keep taking those shots because they've got some dudes outside.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
The Nittany Lions have it with a 1st and 10. Now the play fake. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They keep attacking through the air. Going to try to pop one on the screen. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. And the Nittany Lions trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. 2nd and goal coming up. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State!
And what a nice play call and nice execution. Play action, you're thinking run. Quarterback pulls it out, throws the football right behind those guys, and gets the touchdown.
Yeah, it was a nice job there by the quarterback, too, on the ball handling. He just froze the defense just long enough to help those wide receivers and targets get some separation in the end zone, and at that point, it was just an easy catch.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the East Carolina Pirates offense will get the ball for the first time. And what a great matchup we have of two highly productive runners, David.
And I like the competition aspect of this, Reese. Like, I'm watching what you're doing on the other side, and I'm going to prove I'm a better running back than you. Both these guys are looking to be the man today.
And both guys can go the distance, right? These two running backs seem to get better as the game goes on. So which defense can be more physical, step up, and at least slow the other guy down?
Looking for a crease to the left. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out. And a great job by the linebacker. You can tell, starting to crowd the line of scrimmage, get up there in the line of scrimmage, see it, diagnose it, get in the backfield, get the running back on the ground for the tackle for the loss.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a 1st down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that 1st down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
And the Pirates are moving quickly down the field. On the run, it's Henry. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Off the play fake. Keeps looking downfield. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
That shows a lot of poise and a lot of experience by that guy there. Not thinking to himself, hey, on 3rd and long, I'm going to have to throw and make a really good throw here to go get this first. Hey, if it's not there, you don't got to force the issue. You're a good enough athlete to go take off and get it yourself with your legs. Beautiful job.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. They'll leave it with him. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like, the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. A play-action fake seems simple, but there are some intricacies for the quarterback.
Reese, you're right. The danger for a quarterback in play-action is that you're turning your back to the defense when you're trying to execute the play fake to the running back. So you have no idea what's happening behind you, and you have no presence for where that rush is coming from. All of a sudden, you whip your head back around, and oftentimes, it's too late. You saw that right there.
Really good job there. Don't force anything. Take your time, and he finds his man for the first down.
Yeah, and I think really good job by seeing the defense. Understand that they're dropping back. They're taking away most things. All right, get the ball to my running back. He can make plays after he catches it. Nice job by the quarterback seeing the situation and where to go with the football.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Give to the running back. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
You've got to be loving what you're seeing from your offense here on the opening drive of this game. They're in a really nice rhythm. They've got real good balance going on right now, and they've got the defense on their heels.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at 2nd down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They think there's room to run to the right here. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the quarter, and it's Penn State on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. Trying to get it done with the run here on 3rd and goal. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Decision time coming for this offense. How about the defense? They've hung in there, Palmer, made him earn it all the way down. Now, are you going to go for it on 4th down?
Yeah, you know, after running so many plays offensively on the drive, I know it'd be disappointing to only walk away with a field goal, but you'd feel even worse if you went for a touchdown and didn't get it. I think you kick it right here.
So they'll send out the field goal unit. It's good. After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go.
7, East Carolina, 3.
He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
He lofts one down the sideline. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Nittany Lions will call on their punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day off and hoping he's not as busy as he was in that loss last week when he kicked it 4 times. He's got great speed. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Now, that's what you try to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. The Pirates come to the line with a new set of downs. On the ground, it's Hartman. And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that one right there.
Well, the linebacker showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field.
Hold it. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Let's see what they've got on second down. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
That play had zero shot. They got to do a better job up front, creating some running lanes. The running back, before he could go anywhere, getting tackled, nowhere to go.
And we might as well state the obvious. First and second down didn't work out. Third and very long. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. And the try is no good. And guys still down by 4, still needing a touchdown to take the lead. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Looking to throw, it's Pettis. Unloads to the wideout. And the ball is intercepted. He'll try to take it back. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball.
And the pass is intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. If he made the right decision, he was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception. Penn
State sends the offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Quarterback wants to throw on second down. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
Fires to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
On third down, offenses have their plays. What they like in third and short, what they like third and medium, third and long. Great job by the offense having success. Now it's incumbent upon the defense to learn their plays and try.
Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And combination, the timing, to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, Dave. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. The give to the left side. Find some space enough to get 5 to the 22. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Now they'll run it to the right here. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
Nice, solid. From this sophomore.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Using his legs, it's Hartman. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. The run to the left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
It's the MO of this offense, and they really put a lot on the offensive line to go out and really try and establish their dominance and their assertiveness, and they've done a good job of that early in this game running the football.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Pirates come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. And he's almost to that first down marker. They're saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. They get him on the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. They knock him down right there.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Fires toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Power football with the run. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. It's good.
I know they're trailing going into the locker room here at halftime, but kicking that field goal gives them a little bit of a jolt, a little bit of a boost of momentum that they can carry with them into the second half. And there's a lot of football left to go here. I can't wait to see what happens.
So the offense has done its job. They have the lead, and they'll secure it as we head to halftime. Content with what they have, the quarterback takes a knee. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Gentlemen, what a pleasure it's been to watch these two teams thus far there in Happy Valley.
The Nittany Lions will kick it away to crank up the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. East Carolina sending the offense back to work. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground, and you see the speed by the ball carrier there, Reese, picking up a huge chunk of yards.
I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
The give to the back. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. Trying play action. Now he's going to break the pocket. Makes the catch. It's Pacheco. And finally, a little production in the passing game. That has been sorely lacking in this one.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Relying on the run, he gets a couple before he's knocked down. Ball's at the 13. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Touchdown, Purple Pirates! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board. Getting aggressive here and going for 2. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He gets into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion ties the game. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Makes a connection, and they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Back to the ground game on the left. Pirouettes away from the defense. And he's brought down, but a flag is also down.
Hold it. Offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to the air one more time. Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Pulls it in. It's Morris.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
East Carolina has it back, and the Purple Pirate offense will go to work. How big is this drive? Scored a touchdown the last time they had it. Defense gets a stop, and now it's up to them in a tie game.
All right, so if you're the offensive coordinator here, let's dial it in. Who are your best matchups and best playmakers to take advantage of this golden opportunity?
Yeah, and I'm interested to see this defense, too. Like, the momentum is clearly not in your favor. How do you get it back? How do you make a big play? Do you be more aggressive here to try to get the football back to your offense?
Running back searching for a hole. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They go to the ground. They got him at the 42, but he got 5 yards on the play.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the 1st down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the 1st down mark.
The Pirates are moving quickly down the field. They're testing the right side here. Shakes off the tackler. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on 1st down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good 2nd down.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Running behind that left side. Still on his feet at the 45. Got a lot of running room. Touchdown, East Carolina. And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half.
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Texas looks like a bunch of world beaters right now, marching all over that field like Bevo in the pregame. They're up by 28 over Texas Tech. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. At the 35, he's loose. Running toward the tape. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the 1st down before he steps out of bounds.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
It's complete on the right side. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. These DBs going to give a little cushion. They'll try the run. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on that.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Nittany Lions will line up to punt it away. he's able to get it back. Good thing for him. And the returner will be brought down.
You know, the worst thing that can happen to a return man is muffing punts, fumbling and putting on the ground, and he did it right there. He's very lucky he was able to jump on his own fumble.
No. When he loses 4 on the carry.
They're trying to run the ball on first down, guys, but just nothing doing up front. Their offensive line got blown up on that play. There was nowhere for that guy to go.
The give to the left. It's that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16. Guys, East Carolina carries the lead into the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Facing a third down as they line up after the break. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout, East Carolina.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking to pass. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. You know, people like to make fun of quarterbacks, call them soft. They're nuts. He knew he was going to get drilled and still deliver the ball.
And I love the fact that he knew where his answer was against that blitz. He saw man coverage on the back end of that and immediately knew where he had to go with the ball.
He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance.
Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. This defense will try to keep everything in front. Quick touch pass to the receiver. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Nittany Lions have taken it inside the 20. To the air, it's Pettis. Fires into the end zone. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Got some room to run. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
What an interception. He's dangerous because not only can he catch the ball and pluck it out of the air, but he's hard to bring down, too. This is a guy that I think could play offense for a lot of programs around the country, and he showed you his open field running there.
Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back.
False start. Offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On 1st down, here comes this offense. They'll run it to the right. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we can put a few first downs together, we're looking really good.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Working the middle. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. And the Pirates will line it up on 1st and 10. Running to the left. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
With the run on 1st and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around, that make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on 1st down.
And this has been really good for the defense, too. It's kind of a bend-don't-break mentality, right? Really bowing up with your backs against the wall. If you can win this next 3rd down, try to force the opponent into a field goal. That's a win if you're on defense.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And that is no good. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. Here comes the offense on 1st down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Wide open downfield. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Perfect play call for that big gain to open the drive. Now here they come on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Got his man downfield. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Dropping back, it's Pettis. Finds a soft spot in the middle. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a 1st down.
They pick up the 1st down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping, put it out in front of me, I'm getting this 1st down.
Throws to the tight end. And that is interception number 3 on the day. They got him down pretty quickly after the pick, but now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
Well, I think it's pretty safe to say this guy's going to be getting a helmet sticker. That now his 2nd interception of the game. He has just been lights out here today.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Across the 25, he's got room. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a 1-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. Wide receiver shows motion. Receiver going for the edge on the jet sweep. At the 45, on his way. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
Love the play call offensively, attacking this defense in a lot of different ways. That time they used the jet sweep. They used the speed of the wide receiver to generate yet another first down.
Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. Using his legs, it's Meyer. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on 3rd down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Got a man. It's Hurley. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
And after that completion, it's decision time now for the head coach. Do you kick a field goal, add to your lead, make it more difficult on the opposing offense, or do you trust your quarterback to make one more big completion here and ice the game?
So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. The offense will use a timeout with 25 seconds left.
Timeout, East Carolina.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. Need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
And on that short gain, that will bring us to the end of this game. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps